DC fam, and we are back with another one. It's your girl Lisa
and Vince,
and we want to take this time to welcome our new subscribers. We are so excited to have you guys join the DC fam, and it's just been pretty cool to watch you guys come in and join the family. Just keep coming and coming and coming, and we just have more for you. And if you have not done so, make sure you press that subscribe button,
that like button,
and comment, because we are going to have so much more for you guys, and we just can't just give it all in one day, and we're just so excited for our future with you. So this video is about myths in marriage or in young marriages. Vince and I are considered, or were considered, married young. I was 24, he was 25, and like the average marriage in the United States, the ages is from 28 to 30. So it's pretty young. When we got married, we were already together for 6 years. So what we want to do is talk about myths in marriages and young marriages, because I feel like people think that it's like the end of the world and like no more anything in life and it's all over. But it's not true. So number one,
happy couples do not argue.
That's a law. There's two different people with two different personalities, with two different cultures and ways of being raised, two different
worldviews.
Our morals are pretty.
Yeah, but we still see things differently.
Right. Everybody has different perspectives.
Don't start arguing with me.
Everybody has different perspectives, so there's no way that you can't argue. The difference between arguing and, in a constructive way and just a way of like toxicity is, when we have a disagreement, we don't try to win. It's not like, I'm right, you're right. No, we're trying to understand each other. I'm trying to know where he's coming from, and he's trying to know where I'm coming from. Because at the end of the day, this is forever, and I just because I love him, I want to know what in the heck is up there. You know what I'm saying? I need to try to figure this out, because at the end of the day, like, if I don't, I'm gonna do something to offend him later on, or he's gonna do something to offend me, because we're just not getting it, So that's it. Number two,
getting bored and having nothing to talk about.
Yeah, people think that because you're married, you get bored and.
Okay, I'm bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored.
No, and it's not true. Like, literally, y'all know already, but together forever, and we still have lots to talk about. And when we don't talk, or we don't feel like talking, we just don't feel like talking. It's not a thing. It's not like, oh my gosh, you're not talking to me. What's wrong with you? Oh my gosh, needy. No, like, we have times that we just want to be quiet. He wants to be on social media. I want to be on social media. I want to be on my laptop researching things.
I want to play video games, watch TV, basketball, play ball.
Yes, and then trust me, there's always something to talk about. There's always something to say. There's always something comes up. There's always something to talk about, and it's fun. Like, it's not like, so how was your day, honey? Right, number three, people think that your differences or being different ruins a marriage. That is not true. People think that, you have to like sports just as much as I do, or this thing is gonna go to pits. No, not at all. I don't do sport. Like, I don't like watching sports. It's not my thing. And he is a sports fanatic, and that's not an issue here. Like, I love researching and doing things and learning, like, for example, taxes. I know I'm weird, but that's not something he's interested in. But that doesn't mean that we're not, you know what I'm saying? But it's good, because when it's time to do taxes, he has me. I explain something to him and he gets it. When it's time for me to want to learn something about sports or life or communication or anything that, human being related, I go to him and he tells me, Lisa, that's not really how it is. At the end of the day, being different doesn't stop you from having a great marriage. What I feel stops you is having different values and morals. Now that is a different story.
Yeah, you cover more ground as a unit when you're different and you have more knowledge with different topics.
Right.
Like, I think it would be much more difficult if two people were just alike, because then you're both searching for which direction to go for certain things.
Right.
Obviously, like, everyone has their different strengths and their weaknesses, but when you're interested in different things, then the tool shed becomes a little bit more vast.
Right. Well, there's more tools in our shed to take over this world. You know what I'm saying? Right?
I don't want to take over the world, but
I'm taking over the world. All right. So number 3 is you're always together because you're married. So you just always have to be together and you're always together.
That's annoying.
That's annoying. And that is a no. Like, that's no. No, that doesn't happen. There's still life. There's still work. There's still errands. There's still schools. There's still projects. There's still so much things that at the end of the day, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't. Like, I'm so excited that you're home. At the end of the day, the lack of being together when you're married is the problem. Like, you have to find time. It's not always,
Or being too dependent. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I get, like, there's communication between marriages and couples, but people should be allowed to make decisions instead of having to consult for every single decision. Like, every decision.
Like what?
Like
bringing a car and surprising me with it?
No. No, well, I meant, like... Now, that decision, I can explain.
He literally got a cramp on his leg.
Ah! Ah!
Sorry, I had some technical difficulties over here. So this is the biggest myth that people talk about, and it's never go to bed angry. What? You know how many times my marriage would have been over for me going to bed angry? Some people are just not made to fix a problem then and there. You need time to blow out emotions. You need time to breathe it out. You need time to...
mentally decompress.
Right. It's not always, we need to talk about it now because now is the time and da-da-da-da. But I will say this. If you're the kind of person that suppresses and does not like talking about things, this is not a good thing for you. You need to find a time and talk to your partner about, like, okay, fine, let's talk about this in an hour. Because at the end of the day, you'll leave it. And then when you brush things under the rug keeps raising with the problems. And poof, like, your marriage will be gone because there'll be too much things to tackle, right? Mm-hmm. Like, you can't do that. Okay, so this one is kids. Having kids means life is over for you.
We get that a lot.
We get that so much, and it's so stupid.
And annoying.
Annoying and stupid. Like, I feel like, why... And these are people that have their own kids or got married, and they're like, oh... Like... Do you not love your kids? Like, I'm confused like, society nowadays is just so confusing to me when it comes to their children. Like, no, our life started once we had kids. It's just such an amazing experience. And it is hard as crap. Nobody is saying that it's a flat, like what do you call that?
Huh?
Or what?
A flat, I don't know, but it's not like it's easy, but it's amazing.
A walk in the park?
Oh, yes. I was going to say fly in the park. English is not my first language. Anyways, I don't understand why people, like, that's just so annoying. And, like, it offends me. Because they're seeing my kids as an issue. And my kids are not an issue whatsoever. they wouldn't have happened if they were an issue. You know what
We
I'm saying?
take our kids everywhere and anywhere we want, and sometimes you can't even tell the kids are even around.
Not around. Right.
When you treat someone like a burden, they're gonna act like one.
Exactly. We do so much fun things with our kids. We do so much fun things without our kids while having kids. We get time alone. We make time. Like, if your relationship is a priority, kids should not be a downfall for it. It should actually be an amazing experience. And I'm so done talking about that, and it is so disrespectful when people think that our kids are an issue. They're not. All right, so the other myth is the first years of marriage are the best, and then it goes down here from there. That is so wrong.
Yeah, I think all years of marriage can differ, and as the relationship matures, it's based upon the progress of how the couple grows.
Right. For instance, communication. In the beginning, it could be harder for a couple to communicate and to understand each other because you're coming together now. You're learning your person. You're always gonna learn your partner. Trust me. You're always gonna learn your partner. They change every single second. And like, seriously, at the end of the day, I think it's easier because you've already tackled those things. You've already tackled communication. You've already tackled, trying to understand why he sits in the toilet for 37 minutes a day. You already tackled understanding why it takes me 2 hours and 45 seconds to get ready because I'm sitting down on the couch, on the bed,
Not getting
ready. Like, these are things that we're just used to. So now he knows that when it's time to get ready or for us to be out by 2, he knows that he needs to press me by 9 o'clock in the morning so we can be out by 2. You know what I'm saying? So things are easier. Things fly better. So no, the first years are not the best. They could be good, but they're not the best, and it doesn't go downhill from there.
The last one is marriage is 50-50. No, it's actually 100-100.
Right.
But at times, maybe I can't give 50 or 100 or 70 or 30
100.
or 100. So
I have to give 110. Work and life and whatever it is happens, and you just need that time, or I don't know, and you just
or making temporary sacrifices. Like Lisa made a sacrifice, and obviously it was a decision between both of us,
right,
for her to put her career on hold so she could be a stay-at-home mom for our kids.
Right.
But at the same point, I sacrificed time when I was home from work so that she can continue school online.
Which at the end equals empowerment for both of us, because we know that our kids are safe in my hands, in our hands, and not out in daycare, and we're saving more than enough money by me staying home. And 2, I'm bringing in a skill and a degree, a bachelor's degree, into our family, which in the future will make us big bucks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's sacrifices, but these are sacrifices that at the end of the day not only help us become better people, but like build to the empire, if you want to put it that way. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it. Let us know what you guys have experienced or have any input for this conversation.
right.
I think it's a pretty popular topic amongst our age group.
There's a lot of people that are married and like feel like it's a done deal for them, and I don't do it then, you know what I'm saying? Or haven't gotten there yet because of all the expectations and all the myths and all the craziness. So if you guys have know of any other myths and things that you feel like are something stopping you from getting married, or something that you feel that is pressuring your marriage because you feel it has to be a certain way, let us know in the comments, and we'll talk about it, or we'll address it in another one. You know what I'm saying? Because marriage is just so beautiful, and it's just great, and it's important, and it's empowering, and it's just sad that people will limit, themselves because they feel like they have to do a certain thing in marriage, or they have to be a certain way, or things have to happen you know, it's just sad.
Yeah, you don't have to compromise who you are and things that you like for the sake of someone else's happiness.
No.
Like if they don't find your happiness as a priority, or even your time and things that like you like to do, then I don't know.
So yeah, that's our biggest myths that we, you know, have encountered in our relationship and have learned that they are definitely myths. So we are done with our video, and like I said, if you have any comments, any questions, you guys let us know. This vlog and this vlogging is mainly something that we're starting to like a lot, even though we're doing it more because of quarantine. Yeah, most of our videos have our kids in it, but at the end of the day, they're kids, and unless we're doing activities, you know, that they'll like, we don't want to sit them down. You know, that's not that this. You know, we decided to do this and we like it. So, but once the quarantine's done, we'll have more for you guys. But again, thank you so much for our new subscribers. Thank you so much for, you know, having an interest in us, for watching our videos, for sharing. Our last video did so good, and we're so excited to give you guys more. And thank you for sharing. Continue to share. We are going up and up and up, and our next goal for our channel is 1,000 subscribers.
And shout out to the Hector family. That's another new channel. They shouted us out on their last video, so go check them out. Yep. He's an old schoolmate of mine that I grew up with, and they're doing really well too. Their channel is doing pretty good as well. They're based out in Germany right now. He's in the service, so give them a like, a subscription, comment, and give them a watch too.
Yeah. So
we'll actually put the link for their channel in the description below.
And thank you guys for watching, and we'll be back in the next one. And if you're David and you know it,
clap your hands.